Coach, from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
Here's Bridgewater. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Come on, QB, come on. Jim.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
Give me it.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Keep running.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch it. Check 50, check 50.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Ball, boy.
Lockett, his 6th touchdown of the season.
Put that ball back there where can't nobody fucking get there.
Here in this opening quarter.
Oh, nobody can get it but me.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check 59. Mike is good. 59.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Gotta do that, huh?
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Set the edge. Set the edge.
A 2nd down throw for Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Harold Landry, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled. and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action with Jackson. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's our time. It's our time.
They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. This is
Damn, big ass
it's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 25 yards that time. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes our score 17-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Bridgewater now. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Mike, check, 59.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jack Crawford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie from Washington, Taylor Rapp, who picked it. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
That's close to P.I.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on 3rd down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
I need to do a 10-yard head stop.
Under 10. Under 10.
That's the nuclear one.
On play action, it's Bridgewater.
Oh, give me that.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Shout out Coach Cash, Rob the
It's
dick.
by Jordan Poyer, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce.
Oh, my God. I'm about to say, Lamar.
To charity for each interception that he threw.
Out there.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Jackson. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come get some. Come on.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to go for it all. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Strike.
Picked off around
Strike.
the 41.
Strike.
And that's for a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-up.
And he lost the football. It's picked
That
up
shit
by the
gay.
Broncos.
I'm supposed to make him miss. That's the whole
Bronco
purpose of having the
touchdown.
X Factor. Hey, blow me,
So
bro.
hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Jones, and he will not make it to the goal line. The defense holds him here. And this is still a 3-score game as the lead remains 18. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
What are you doing,
The message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll pull it down. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. From Lockett. Got a man. It's caught.
Take a fucking shot. Why not?
Touchdown, Houston. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I'll go get him. We got good tracking now. That's Danny Brady. He's the one player.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
That boy tracking like a safety.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
Because
give me that.
We all
give me that.
have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people
come on, Woozy. Hey, what
typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
No. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Go.
This is Grant.
Damn.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Here's Brian Anger now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
What the fuck? Come on now. I don't pay you money to miss this.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
That's crazy.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the
There you
pace.
go.
And my goodness, another interception.
3?
Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Grant.
Hit that bitch running.
Oh, he's
Hit
got a
that
little
bitch running.
dive. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Watch the eye.
On second and goal, Jackson. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on third and goal.
Single receiver.
It's third and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's got it. That time, 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. Fourth and goal.
I hate to tell it to you, but yeah.
Watch that screen. Watch that screen.
Yeah.
Safety screen.
Yeah.
Here we go on fourth
Touchdown.
down. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Corey Grant with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point put through by Suckup. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
Crazy. Uzi 8.
And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. To throw is Bridgewater. He's got Smith here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Check, 59.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first.
Give me that.
And
The fucking rookie got that fucking ball. That bitch be playing a week.
He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
That bitch be
And that'll
playing
bring
a
up
week.
second
We gotta
down.
catch them this time, buddy. No, we're gonna rock like this. We're gonna rock like this.
To the air again with Bridgewater.
We're gonna rock like this.
And
Come
he'll
on,
lay out
Madden.
and pull it in. What a
Come
diving
on.
catch
It's
there.
sticky coverage.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Now Jones. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great
Rookie.
grab on the other end.
And then minus this. Like,
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Aaron Jones, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Broncos cut into that lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
Touchdown, the kicker just has to come up for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
Got him. Hit it.
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Leighton Vander Esch, 3rd in the NFL in tackles as a rookie last year. There on the stop.
At the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come on, D. 36.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's caught, Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. From the gun, Jackson.
Oh, that's a bad ball.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, I ain't think he was over.
Brandon, it's not a bad time to take a shot downfield. You've got a 1st and 5, but you've got to hope that the worst thing that comes out of it is an incompletion. Instead, this is good coverage, and it winds up being intercepted.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Robinson's got it.
Come on, man.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Can't get a break.
So it's
Bronco
football as we get your reset here. Throwing is Bridgewater. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Play action now. Bridgewater.
When you see zone defense, you've got to drag him on as your primary call. You've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And again, it's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Bridgewater. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Paul Richardson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. Auschko with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Texans. So victory appears to be in sight. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Freeman again. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston.
LeBron, throw the powder in there.
Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Coach told me if you run away from the block, it creates a hole. So I talk to a bit.
Ryan Suckup set up to kick off.
You see these niggas in the group chat?
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
Yeah, you're not in game mode like that, bro. You can play. I mean, you can play good my game. I see you see niggas in the group chat.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Way to stay on top.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater.
Good D.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Bridgewater again. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for Denver. Returnable for Lockett.